It's Wednesday, November the 9th, 2016, and this is your Barbados Today afternoon update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. We begin with the big news story reverberating across the world at this time. Donald Trump will become the 45th U.S. president after a stunning victory over Democrat Hillary Clinton last night. The Republican nominee defied pre-election polling that claims swing states, winning the key battlegrounds of Florida, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Hillary Clinton conceded defeat in a telephone call to Trump last night. Outgoing President Barack Obama has congratulated his successor by phone and has invited him to a meeting at the White House tomorrow to discuss the transition.
I've just received a call from Secretary Clinton. She congratulated us, it's about us, on our victory, and I congratulated her and her family on a very, very hard-fought campaign. I mean, she fought very hard. Hillary has worked very long and very hard over a long period of time, and we owe her a major debt of gratitude for her service to our country. I mean that very sincerely. Now it's time for America to bind the wounds of division. Have to get together. To all Republicans and Democrats and independents across this nation, I say it is time for us to come together as one united people.
And the outcome of the U.S. presidential election came as a surprise to officials of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Barbados. However, Executive Director Reginald Farley says the Frendel-Stewart administration should waste no time in ensuring that any matters relating to Barbados were placed on the table post-haste.
Having someone like Donald Trump, even though he may not be the choice of Barbadians, as a president, gives you an opportunity. He has been so non-specific in his policy prescriptions during the election that he does not have to be tied to anything. And I believe that his perspective would be, as he outlined in The Art of the Deal. So we need really to move early. The reality is, whether we like it or not, he's the president. We need, either singly as Barbados or jointly as the Caribbean community, approach his team. Because all these presidents work with advisors. And we need to get the advisor. Who is his advisor on matters related to the OECD, international financial centers, and so on, the things that are of strategic interest to us. So I'm saying that there's an opportunity with the new administration, new sets of advisors who may have thought about these matters, may not have thought about them, to let us go in. These are the things that we want, these are the kind of relations we want, and let us try to define their view of us and the policies that they will put in place, rather than waiting until January, February, March, until they're settled. The administration starts today.
And for historian and Vice-Chancellor of the University of the West Indies, Sir Hilary Beckles, Trump's victory was expected. Sir Hilary was speaking at a Vice-Chancellor's forum on the Caribbean say on the U.S. elections and its implications for the region.
As an historian, it was entirely predictable and expected. As a humanist, an idealist, it was fearful. And we are all told as academics that we must never allow emotion to triumph over intelligence. And what we saw, a world woke up, three-quarters of humanity woke up this morning in a state of concern and dismay.
Retired Dean of the Faculty of Medicine at the Cayfield campus of the University of the West Indies, Sir Henry Fraser, is urging the Frendel-Stewart administration to raise the tax on sweetened drinks rather than scrapping it. Delivering the final presentation in the Cayfield series of lectures for the 50th anniversary of independence last night, Sir Henry suggested that the tax be increased from the 10% to 30%, while at the same time rejecting the government's recent announcement that it has been ineffective in the fight against obesity and other non-communicable diseases.
Significant taxes on alcohol and cigarettes have a significant impact on use and could be further increased. And it's now been shown for sugary drinks. But not a tiny token 10% tax. This has failed because it's hardly noticed. Barbadians are accustomed to these kinds of increases. Like gasoline. Every time you go to the pump, it's 10% up. It's got to be at least 30%. It's got to be, or more. I've said this elsewhere. It must be significant to make a difference. 10% increases are just taken in stride every day. And taxes on unhealthy foods and drinks like sugar drinks, oily, salty foods, fast foods like French fries, and no VAT on healthy foods. This is a no-brainer. And of course, we must control the junk food sold at school gates. This is another no-brainer. And abolish the entirely inappropriate, I understand, scandal of allowing Chefette to advertise in schools to the children. I think that is totally unethical, and I understand that steps are being taken to resolve some of those issues.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Get your paper, get your paper. Only $2.25, $2.20. Who? For what? That's Bear Stare News. I don't read about that from Barbados today since last night. That can't only can't do. $2.20. Who?
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
What Maisie, this Christmas will be the best Belgian Christmas for we. Maisie, it is all because Republic Bank just like Santa Claus. Maisie, fix up the kitchen and a new TV we getting. A special time to commemorate. Republic will help you celebrate.
Get ready to celebrate 50 years of independence right through to the best Bajan Christmas ever with a Make It Happen loan of up to $50,000 from Republic Bank. Give your home a good old Bajan spooser, buy some new furniture and appliances, or take an after-holiday trip to visit loved ones over and away. You could also be one of our lucky winners to share in fabulous prizes. Just visit any branch to apply. Go to republicbarbados.com or call us at 227-2700. We're also available via Skype and FaceTime. Special conditions apply.
In Bajan style, it will be great with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back with news from the region now. Trinidad and Tobago's Tourism Minister Shamfa Kujo says one of the major reasons for the problems being experienced with Caribbean Airlines is the sharing of the airline's fleet with the region. The tourism minister is hopeful that with the installation of the new Caribbean Airlines board, the issues with the air bridge will be dealt with. Speaking on the issue, THA Chief Secretary Orville London said the THA intends to meet with the board to sort out the air bridge problems.
We have a document to send to them because we want Caribbean Airlines to understand that it is a national airline of Trinidad and Tobago. I am saying that if I am living in Tobago, and this is Trinidad and Tobago, and this is my national airline, my business must take priority.
I think that what is needed right now is systemic solutions to fix the problems in the system. I think that now is a good time, now is a turning point for Caribbean Airlines, and I would say for the airlift services also, since that we now have a new Caribbean Airlines board, and they are being called to provide more effective management.
And back on the international scene, 5 people have died and dozens more have been injured after a tram overturned in South London. British Transport Police arrested the driver but would not confirm what for. 2 people remain trapped inside the vehicle following the derailment in Croydon just after 1 this morning. That's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.